Are you lonely or have felt lonely or need to get over loneliness during the holidays? Well, this is the video to watch because today we have our special guest and they will be talking about loneliness during the holidays and how to overcome it. Lonely no more. That is the goal.
We are Vito and Linda Patrick. We are here in Freeport, Grand Bahama. We are international marriage coaches, and we just want to welcome you to another Unique Couples Sunday Night Live as we talk on the topic how to overcome loneliness during the holidays. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss this conversation. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Unique Couples community, and welcome to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. This evening, we're going to be talking on the topic how to overcome loneliness during the holidays. If you haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and make sure you subscribe. Click that little subscribe notification right on the side there, and then you want to make sure you select all so you can know every time we go live here on Unique Couples. So make sure you subscribe to the Unique Couples YouTube channel. So we have special guests in the house this evening, all the way from Fort Worth, Texas. We have Quantence and Chastity Walker, and they are our special guests, and they'll be talking on the topic how to overcome loneliness during the holidays. You want to make sure you like, you want to make sure you share this, you want to make sure you get a pen and paper so you can take some notes. And then you want to give us some of your takeaways as we have this conversation this evening, and let us know if you have any takeaways, and if you have any questions, you want to go ahead and type it in the chat.
Definitely put your questions in the chat. We love hearing from you. So go ahead and put your comments in. And we, of course, take pleasure in reading them. So we want to hear what your experience has been and definitely what your takeaways are. So go ahead and put that in the chat and let us know where you're watching from. So all of you who are watching live with us, hashtag live squad, and let us know where you are watching from. So we're so excited to have Q and Chastity watching. Put that in.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. So over 29 years. Is it 29 years married? And you guys love working with couples, and we just love that because we're all about unique couples from around the world, and so we love having you here. So go ahead and tell our viewing audience a little about yourselves, and share with them who are the Walkers.
Well, I am, former name is Pastor Quantence Walker. I'm a young adult pastor in Spine Temple Praise Church here in Fort Worth, Texas. We've been married almost 30 years in August. We dated about 4 years before we got married, and this is my best friend. We have one son, Quantence Walker II. He was born on my birthday, and he is 28 years old now. So he's a handful still, but we go tremendously. And I'm gonna let her talk because I talk a lot. So I'm gonna let her give her spiel the rest of it.
Well, I think that sums it up. That we've been married for 29 years. We dated for about 3 years. We got married pretty young. And
It shows. Yeah. Still look absolutely young. I'm thinking, what? They're going on 30 years? Wow.
Yes. 30 years this next year.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have props, Chastity, because you made sure that Quantence and the second birthday was on Q's birthday. So hey, props.
Oh, God. That's part of the plan, you know.
Well, to give you
he pushed me to that.
Let me give you a little testimony, then we can get started. When I was 7, I was diagnosed with leukemia, and I took chemotherapy for 5 years. So from 1977 to 1982, I was on chemo, and I was completely in remission after February 1982. So this coming February, I will be celebrating 40 years in remission from cancer.
Awesome.
And so at the time, because of the chemotherapy, I was not supposed to be able to have any kids. And God blessed us with a son born on my birthday. So that let you know what type of God we serve. Amen.
Awesome.
So,
Amazing.
let's just give you a little history on what's kind of behind that story, whatever.
Okay. So that's definitely a miracle.
Yeah.
So yeah, couples, and we've known, and we've worked with couples who are facing a challenge of not being able to, and some of them haven't received their miracle as yet. So it's good. You could say no matter what circumstance you are in, have faced, there is still hope, and we love that miracle story. That is awesome.
Right.
Yes. I see we have
Akachi Ranch.
Yes.
Akachi Ranch. Yes.
That's my brother.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So all of you who are watching live, go ahead and put a comment. Let us know that you are here live. Hashtag live score. Let us know you are watching. So we're talking about lonely during the holidays. We know we have all sorts of holidays coming up, and sometimes we don't know how to deal with it. Sometimes if you're, kind of like by yourself, it's a problem. You would have problem adjusting to, what's happening with the holidays. And then guess what? Some people who are even married are facing challenges. So we are happy that you could share with us. So have you found the holidays to be challenging in any way? Can you share with us an experience and, what you did to deal with it in terms of, with both of you?
One of the things that we adjusted to, and for us, one of the adjustments was when our son became grown. It was a big adjustment for us because we're so used to celebrating with the family, everybody waking up on Christmas morning, being here, so on and so on. And when we had to make that shift, it was like us, and we're like, oh, it wasn't as lively, once the kids shift out of the house. So that was one of the challenges that we had, but we also began to build within ourselves. We built our own traditions with just us two. Some will come over later, but we still worked around it, and we still get that same joy. We wake up in the morning and still be like, hey, Merry Christmas, let's go. We'll go and open our gifts and that type of stuff. But that was one of the challenges where we had to learn to shift as far as the holidays was concerned.
Yeah. Also, we do because of ministry, we do take on a lot of people who may not be able to get certain items and stuff for Christmas. So we try our best to incorporate them. So sometimes that's kind of challenging trying to find help for them or whatever. But our hearts are always pure around that subject or whatever. We try to reach out as much as we can to individuals who who might be less fortunate. So that's kind of a challenge too in this time during this time of season.
Awesome. So you make yourself available to kind of help others who, may be having a challenging time during the
Yeah.
holidays. That is definitely commendable. Great, great.
Yes, and I know you guys would have recently celebrated Thanksgiving. That's a pretty big holiday. And
Right.
then we have Christmas that is coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So tell us, how can couples increase the connection to each other amidst the busyness of these holidays?
We have New Year's too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing is what we had learned to do was plan ahead for the holidays, and in planning that included budgeting, because so many couples who try to satisfy each other, they might go overboard with finances, but if you budget and step under that budget, you can definitely meet the quota of what you're trying to do, and then also we one thing that we do try to do, like I said, plan, and we plan a day of shopping, and we do that together, and we'll go out and we'll probably get maybe 90% of the gifts that are for other people, and then we do our own individual shopping for each other outside, and then sometimes we might be in shopping together. She might have to go in one store and buy my item or my gift, and I might have to go in another store and buy hers. But we try to plan to do that together, and the reason why is because we want to spend that time together. Not only that, and then we're building camaraderie between each other, and we're showing love and affection toward each other when we're together. But we're also making sure that we balance each other out, because I'm impulsive and I might try my best to go out and spend something that I'm not supposed to, and she's there with that hand reach saying no you don't, and we try our best to stay within the parameters of our budget or whatever, but everything works different for people, and it, like you said, couples are unique, so you have to do what works best for you. I think it's planning it out. Other thing, you might plan when we plan it out, we leave home together and go. Or some other couple, they might be busy and working or whatever. They might have to just meet up at the mall or do whatever they can do. Just online shopping, shop online at Amazon. Oh, I didn't get to get that plug, but some other way of online communication to order your gifts online and doing that together. There's so many things that you can do. It's just that you just have to plan it out and think and be creative in your relationship to make it happen.
Yes, and I love how you put that in there, that you should budget in terms of what you want to spend during the holidays, and that is very important.
Yeah.
Because when couples can come together and communicate about the finances, then you are on the same page. Right. You're working together as a team.
Yeah. Right. So I would have to say I am on Q's side. I have to be the one to be reeled in. It's time to shop. So I truly have to say I appreciate the fact that when we kind of do that, we try to make it happen together, and that's really a great technique. That's really a great technique.
We balance each other out.
Yes. Yeah. You need that, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely need that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was an excellent point. So what can singles do to help them overcome their feelings of loneliness and isolation during the holidays?
Now that's a really good question. Um, I look at it like this: every single is different, so singles have to realize have to kind of understand where they are
Mhm.
and what makes them vulnerable in the holiday season, and then try to surround themselves with positive people who are for them and that love them. A lot of times, they link up with people that are not for them and not really love them, and then they end up feeding into someone else's misery. So you have to
Mm.
really guard your heart and guard your mind during your vulnerability and in those seasons, because singles can sometimes be led astray, and it is just that they're vulnerable, and their vulnerability, they're searching for something, and what they're searching for is actually something that might harm them. So my suggestion to any single is try to get around somebody that you know that's positive for the holidays, that will speak to your strengths and not your weaknesses, and will not come
Mhm.
not come up against your vulnerability, because when you're vulnerable, anything can happen. But if you're strong, you can fight off certain things.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, that's really important about knowing and understanding where you are, because people would have been single for various different reasons. They might find
Mhm.
themselves single, or not necessarily in a relationship, and knowing why, and all of that, and being vulnerable, and knowing where you are is very important, because
Right.
that could impact how you react to what's
Yeah.
happening. And you decide to listen to someone, like you said, and or do something just because you want to kind of like stop that feeling of loneliness. So that
Yeah.
is definitely
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yes. And for those of you who are just tuning in, I want to welcome you to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. We are here with special guests, Quantence and Chastity Walker from Fort Worth, Texas. And they are talking on the topic, how to overcome loneliness during the holidays. If you haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell that says all, so you
Yep.
can know every time we are live here at Unique Couples. Also, if you haven't joined the Unique Couples Marriage Club, you want to make sure you join the Unique Couples Marriage Club. The link is in the description. Motivation, inspiration, and transformation. In the Unique
Yes.
Couples Marriage Club, we want to take your marriage to the next level. We want to see marriages thrive.
Yes, definitely. You want to be a part of that if you are married. Like Peter said, the link is in the description. We're taking you on a journey for more intimacy, connection, um, trust. We're talking about making your spouse your best friend, increasing the passion. We talk about date night ideas and date nights there, all in the Unique Couples Marriage Club. So you want to be a part of that, go ahead and click that link and join us today. Okay. Make that a part of a New Year gift that you give to yourself, a gift to your spouse. But
Yeah.
start it today. But start it today.
Right.
Yes, and we also love to say you have to put that work in your marriage.
Mhm.
Right.
Just like how we go on our jobs every day, we go to work. Just like how we have professional development courses, refresher courses at work. Well, you have to attend enrichment seminars, you have to attend
Mhm.
webinars, what
Right.
unique couples have. So you
Yeah.
have
Read
to
books.
yes, you
Yeah.
have to put in that work in your marriage.
Yes,
So
invest in it, because the rewards will definitely be worthwhile. It will pay off. So definitely make that a part of your relationship. Thanks for joining us. Niche is here from Texas. Woo!
Yeah.
Chastity.
Woo!
Thanks for joining us. Listen, guys, you guys have to share. This conversation is going to be short and sweet. We're talking to singles, we're talking to persons who are divorced, we're talking to married couples. Because guess what? Sometimes you might be right in your relationship and feel lonely,
Mhm.
still in your relationship. So it's not a matter of whether you're with someone or not. We want you to truly enjoy the holidays and thrive through it, and not, be isolated. So listen out, write your takeaways in the chat as they come to you, write them in, type them in. And yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and put your questions in the chat.
Yes. So Q, what advice would you give estranged couples who are living apart during the holidays?
Yeah, this is Chastity too. Yeah, I think both of them can answer.
Yeah.
Well, how can I put this? Especially estranged couples, because it's already difficult because you're estranged from your spouse. So that's rough in itself, and that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother unique couples interview, I guess. But my best suggestion to you is, like I said about the singles, surround yourself around positive people for some type of affirmation or some type of building, because and then too maybe if you and this is not a joke, but maybe if you can, because you're estranged from them, maybe if you can stand to be around them a little bit, maybe that might help. But I would suggest that you surround yourself around people, because that's going to really kind of keep your mind focused and keep your mind off of the hurt and the vulnerability and give you some type of peace, especially during the holidays, because when your heart is aching, and when you have a lot of people that are know about your business and situations around you, it's really kind of hard and difficult to really get through this season, because your only thing you can think about is your situation. So in order to get your mind taken off that situation, you're definitely going to have to get somebody around you, positive, or do your favorite hobby or do your favorite thing to take your mind off of the situation, so you can be at peace, because that's the only way you can heal is being at peace. You got to be at peace some type of way, and hopefully healing will start, and hopefully that marriage will be mended back together. And I believe sometimes too, and it's a totally different subject, sometimes when you're estranged, it's your opportunity to discover what you're doing wrong in the relationship.
Oh, yes, that's a deep one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Examine yourself, right?
yeah,
Examine yourself.
yeah. Self discovery can bring about a lot of healing if you have the right attitude behind it.
Yeah, and I think it doesn't need to be a point where you just hook up because you're lonely, or you feel like, oh, everyone else is getting together. I need to get together with,
Yeah.
whoever, and try to kind of like fill that emptiness with someone who is going to negatively impact you, or a relationship that is unhealthy. So
Right.
you have to examine why you left in the first place. Why are you estranged?
Mm-hmm.
And also on the other side, I'd like to say that, hey, forgiveness is great around the holidays too.
That's
Like
a good
clean
point.
slate. That could also happen. So let's not forget the power of that as well.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is definitely something that you could extend, and not just for that season, but
Mhm.
even afterwards as well. Yeah.
Right. So right. Forgiveness is it's just the beginning of healing, and you I believe that if we forgive people more, we will be a better person. But who knows? Sometimes we just don't, and we live a life of some type of misery. And sometimes our habits feed into our misery, and sometimes it's just a matter of changing the habit and making that habit even better. That our spouse or our estranged spouse may want to come around because they might see a change within you. But like I said, that's a totally different subject too. We're not talking about that tonight.
Yes, it sounds like we're going to have the walkers back on Unique Couples. Look out for the walkers. We have so many things to discuss in there. So listen out. Put some love down there. Put some love in the comments for the walkers, Sherry, today. And of course, as our future guests for on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live, or any other events that we have. Awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
So tell us, how can friends and family support those who may find themselves lonely during the holidays?
I think we covered that a little earlier, where he was talking about we're intentional about um, seeking out people, to see what we can do for them, or even inviting. We always invite people over. We put an open invite out for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. We always open it up. We always look for people to bless. We might give one of our people a gift card for some. I mean, it's just those type things where people feel that you are thinking about them and that you care about them. Just making those extra efforts to check on those people that might be lonely or experiencing some difficulty during the holidays.
Okay, all right.
My brother said he wants to hear from his sister-in-law, so he called me. I guess I'm talking too much. I'm sorry.
You guys are doing awesome. You guys are doing awesome.
Yes, so with the being there, just kind of like being there for persons, and kind of like being intentional about it, and just not just thinking about you and your family, but being on the lookout. That's what I want to say. Kind of be on the lookout for people you can help and people you can connect to, or help get through this time, which could be a really lonely time. We found, and research has shown, that a lot of people kind of like evaluate their life, and some of them might get to the point where they think, hey, it's not worthwhile, no one loves me, I don't have any family, this is a good time to. So a lot of depression happens during this time because of the season, and everyone just appears to be oh so happy and with their family, and then you have persons who aren't. So anything we can do to kind of help those persons and just be there, not assume, but just kind of like be there for persons, and extend that olive branch of just being there and making provisions for them would definitely be worthwhile. And it's also playing into what we're supposed to be doing as believers who believe that it's supposed to be about giving, right?
Yeah.
And helping.
Yes, definitely. It's all about helping one another, giving, and like you said, you open up your homes around this time. That's excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
How can couples make the most out of the holidays? What is your best tips for enjoying the season?
You want to go first?
I think the biggest thing is coming into agreement. For whatever you do, you want to be in agreement with your mate. If you building your own traditions without being in agreement with your mate, that causes a lot of confusion. So whatever you do, you want to first of all be in agreement with each other. And based on what you agree, everybody might not be the person that's going out buying 50 million gifts. It might just be building a tradition of us being together at home, enjoying the day, enjoying the time, being thankful for the real meaning of the season. So it's just kind of contingent on what each couple builds it on. But I think the biggest thing is being in agreement and making the most of whatever you guys come into agreement on.
Yeah, that is so key. In some cases, there's a lot of compromise in doing that, and you have to be a willing participant in the compromise. And once you compromise and you come into that agreement, you can build a whole lot of things and do a lot of things within your own relationship. Well, and that's outside of the holidays. But spreading love toward one another is very key and very essential element of any relationship. But you have to show the other one, and building anything, show the other one how much you are committed to it, how much you love them, how much you can deal with conflict, you can deal with whatever, and you can show them basically that, hey, I'm the person that you are meant to be with, and make them feel secure, and make them cherish the moment and cherish those moments of being with you once you build up. I hope I didn't just blabber. But
No.
but it's not. How can I put it? We in building anything and getting stronger, you have to work together. As you said in the beginning, marriage is work, and in building anything, you have to put your minds together, put your hearts together, put self out the way, and go after it. But most relationships fall because of selfishness, and because you are selfish, you're not building any type of traditions. You're not building anything that's that's feeding the relationship. I believe in feeding the relationship. What can you do to feed your relationship positively and make it more healthier and make it better, and not only that, make it last. You know,
Mhm.
it's a reason why marriages last a long time. You know, it's a reason why. It's because you keep feeding it, and if you don't feed something, and you well, let me that's my rewind button. Let me say it correctly. Feed it something healthy.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if you keep feeding it wrong, then of course it's gonna die. But if you feed your relationship healthy, all type of traditions, everything is gonna establish, and it's gonna last. It's gonna last through the test of times. It's gonna last. It's definitely gonna last.
Awesome, awesome. And I like to say,
Mhm.
um, like just concentrate on, look on, and focus on the positive.
Yeah,
Feeding that healthy part of the relationship, that is definitely key, because so much times and so many times we focus on all of the bad things, or the things that my spouse isn't doing, or how he isn't helping, or what she isn't doing, and all of these things, and then you're trying to still enjoy yourself, but
hmm
because you are zooming in and focusing on all of these negative things, it makes kind of like the positive things like disappear, like you don't see them. And
yeah,
so that is definitely something more and more couples need to do during the holidays. And like you said, focus on loving, spreading love to each other, right?
yeah,
Focus on spreading
yeah.
love to each other.
You have to focus on that, because I mean, if you're not focusing on the love and spreading the love, what are you in a relationship for?
Wow.
I mean, to me, it's a waste of time to just to be with someone, just to be with them. And if you're not trying to build something together, if you're not trying to go forward, if you're not trying to make a mark on life, and well, whether we realize it or not, what we do affects others. And so, what I love, me showing love towards Chastity, other people see that, and that's an example to others of how you should treat your wife.
Hmm.
And so, when I'm showing that, hey, this beside after God, this is my number one priority. My son's gone. I raised him. So now we're back to like when before he came into the world. Before he came into the world, that's how our relationship is resorted back to, because we're more mature now, thank God. But our love is stronger because we did what the scripture said. We was fruitful, we multiplied, we raised our child. He's a grown man now, and now we concentrating on each other because we want to retire together so we can come to Freeport and chill with y'all.
Yay!
Awesome. Awesome.
That's it. That's right.
Yes.
And have fun, right? That's it, right?
Yeah,
Having
oh yeah, of
fun.
course, of course, of
Yes,
course, of course, of course.
definitely. Couples
Jet
need to
skis
do
and
that.
all, jet skis and all.
Mhm. Have fun. And during the holidays, we're saying, have some fun. Try
Yeah,
some new experiences. Do some, meet some new people. Do something out of the ordinary. But guess what? Do it together, and
right,
that
right,
would
right,
increase the
right.
camaraderie and the connection that you two feel. So definitely, to all our couples, we're saying, hey, go ahead and do that. Do that together.
Yes. And then, like you would have said, put away selfishness.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Put that away and work together as a couple. Continue to be positive. Continue having that communication. And once you have a plan in place and you put the work in, you will be able to do everything together, achieve those goals, achieve those dreams. And we'll see you in Freeport very soon.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So, those of you who are watching, go ahead, put your takeaways. We are like at the end of our show today. Put your takeaways in. We want to say, come back on Wednesday night. We at 9 p.m. We are on Unique Couples After Dark. So go ahead and join us. If you have not subscribed to our Unique Couples YouTube channel, go ahead and do so you can get and then click that notification bell so you can get all of the notifications and be a part of that conversation. And of course, this December, we're talking about dazzling all December long. So we have some more speakers, couples coming in to share. So be there on Sunday as well for our Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. And then our couples conversation chat on the 26th. Yes, last Sunday of the month, we have couple conversation panelists coming on to talk. So you don't want to miss it. And we are going to ring in the new year with some awesome ways that you can stay connected with unique couples and definitely stay connected with your spouse. So go ahead, join us on Wednesday, and we definitely want to see you. So stay connected, be a part of our unique couples community.
Yes. So Quantence and Chastity, can you go ahead and tell our viewing audience how they can get in touch with you on social media?
I don't even know. Chastity Walker is my Facebook. I think it's Chastity Walker is on Facebook and Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's real simple. Chastity Walker.
Same thing with me. My spelling of my name is right here. Quantence or Walker. Actually, Senior is on Facebook, and Quantence. I'm sorry, Q, the realtor, the real estate broker. Q, the real estate broker. I'm in real estate. Q, the real estate broker is on Instagram, and then Quantence Walker is on Twitter. And that's the best way to reach us. And you can contact us for anything. We're open books. We're always try to always be available. Is that we got a little older, so we go to sleep a little bit earlier now. Call it too late. Now this is an emergency, but we do our best to try to help. And so if you need us, just reach out to us, and if we can't be there, we'll try our best to find the resources to help you.
Awesome. This conversation has really been encouraging. I wrote down my takeaways. You have your takeaways. So I want to share some of my takeaways. Audience, put in your takeaways. You're watching this on replay. You're watching this after the live. Go ahead and let us know your comments. Let us know #replay, and then definitely let us know your takeaways. And if you have any questions, we do go back and check the comments. We love hearing from you. So go ahead and put your comments in the chat. Definitely. I love the balancing act. The balancing each other out with, because, I'm the spender, and it'll probably be more conservative. So, hey, I need that balancing act. So I don't, kind of like, yeah. So that is definitely one thing. So we're going to continue doing that. So,
I think they answered the question, though. It's important that you set that budget. So that'll be my takeaway. Make sure you have that budget during the holidays.
And someone is always trying to go above and beyond, right? So stick to the budget, Linda. Stick to the budget. Listen, Linda. Listen. And for couples, and for singles as well, we want to say get around. Like the Walker said, get around positive people. And that is a great tip for couples and singles. Get around positive people. Hey, you need positivity in your life. Stay away from the negative. Be around positive people. Don't just connect with people because you feel lonely during the holidays, and those persons aren't the persons you need to be around. That's not a healthy space. So go ahead and be around positive people. And for those of you who are couples, go ahead and build traditions together. I love that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, those are my takeaways. You said yours, right? Yeah, he loves the money stuff. Yeah.
It's like when we go to the mall, I hold our hands very, very tight, and we just walk in.
Yeah, and I really thought that was, look at this PDA, play of affection. No, he's just trying to stop me from going into the store.
Yeah, an agenda. I really see where you're coming from, sister, because that's the way she does me. But hey, it is what it is. But hey, I think you guys hit some good points, and I really love your show. We've been watching for a couple of weeks now, just trying to get familiar with it, and you guys are doing such an awesome job. And we just pray favor over your ministry, pray favor over this YouTube channel, and believe God for the best.
Awesome. Thank you. And we are claiming it, and We are looking forward to this new, as we say, like new day, new month, new year, new everything, just bringing more, and then definitely impacting the lives of couples, around the world. We just want to see marriages. If it's just one more couple saved from divorce, one more couple happy, or one more couple healthy, or one more marriage and family, blossoming and healthy and successful, we are just going to be smiling straight through.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So we wanna thank you, Quantence and Chastity, for taking time out of your schedule to speak on the Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. Our viewing audience enjoyed it. We enjoyed the conversation that we have. For our viewing community, we want to make sure you remember to tune in on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Unique Couples After Dark. You don't want to miss that conversation. So you want to make sure you tune in. So here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier families. We love you guys.
Love
Have
you
a
guys. Take care now.
good day, and see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Not yet. They would get rid of that.